What's going on, man? Real Rap TV checking in, coming at y'all, with a video for the day. You know what I'm saying? For this video, man, man, this right here gonna be, a serious topic. Because this right here, man, this something that's been the downfall of, a whole lot of black men. So man, we got to figure out, an answer, to this problem right here. So for this video, for this video, man, we got that boy Leveon Bell on the roster. You feel me? And I'm just using Leveon Bell situation, you feel me, to address, the whole situation, you feel me, the what's going on. So, you feel me, a report just came out, and they saying, Leveon Bell, you feel me, a former, NFL player, you feel me, somebody who we would look at as successful, especially in the black community, because it ain't too many, people get the opportunity to play in the NFL and also, have the, career that, Leveon Bell had. So Leveon Bell, man, that's somebody who, we look at as being, successful, right? So, story just came out, Leveon Bell, he have been arrested. I don't know if he currently in jail, but he was arrested recently, for, he ain't hurt nobody, he ain't committing no crime. You feel me? He just owed child support. Yeah, man. Leveon Bell was arrested for child support he haven't paid that accumulates to like $50,000. So right now, Leveon Bell, he owes somebody, $50,000 in child support, one of his baby mamas. And that's the reason why he's sitting in jail. Now, I'm making this video, man, because, man, this situation happened, more often than we think. You feel me? And it seemed like it only happened to black men. You feel me? Successful black men. So, man, we got to come up with, we got to talk about this situation and come up with some type of solution. You feel me? Because $50,000 in child support, that's crazy. You feel me? It's some people don't even make $50,000 a year. And these guys have to pay all of their child support. I just seen another situation concerning, a pro boxer. I think his name is Leveon, where he got to pay his baby mama $20,000 a month of his hard-earned money and child support. So, and these are black men who supposed to be looked at as successful black men. You feel me? Who's making money that can, change a whole lot of narratives, you feel me, in the black community. You know what I'm talking about? So this message is, just for all the black men. Like, what do we do? Like, what's the problem? What's the answer to this problem? Like, how are, the quote unquote the best of the best black men out here, you know what I'm saying, facing these type of challenges, like Leveon Bell, after, being one of the best football players, you know what I'm saying, in his prime. Now he's done with playing football, and now he got to deal with child support. You feel me? He being locked up like he a criminal because he owes somebody child support who probably ain't worked a day in their life. Like black men, all the black men that see this video, man, like, what we got to do about this? Because finance and economics, man, that play a big role in, you know what I'm saying, the society we live in. Like, man, you can't really do nothing without money. You feel me? And a whole lot of our economic power is going to, you know what I'm saying, women who don't mean us no good. You see what I'm saying? So, what's the answer? We gotta come up with an answer, man. We gotta reverse this thing, man. Because, I feel like child support, that's one tool that used to keep, the black man powerless. You feel me? And with that being said, you also got to look at the women who participate in this also. You got some women, you feel me, they'll have a kid by a man, right? They don't care what type of man you is. They just want the kid because they know that kid come with resources, right? You ain't got to have no job. You can be broke. They'll have a baby by you. And when they get that kid is the ticket to the system. Benefits of the system, right? Oh, bam, they got their kid. Now they can tap into the benefits of the system. And they don't care if you got no job. You can be at a low point in your life when y'all made this kid. You at a low point in your life, you're not thinking right, your life ain't going right. Now you got this woman, looking over your shoulder, trying to do this and do that and do that and do that. Now you got the kid, you feel me? And now, bam, she got what she wanted. Now she can tap into the system. You feel me? And now, you feel me? 5, 6, 7 years go by, you ain't seen your kid. You feel me? 8, 9, 10 years go by. Now you finally at a point where, you getting your life together. Then bam, nigga, you 60,000 and back child support. You 80, you 90, you $100,000 in back child support, and this bill just waiting on you in the system. You know what I'm saying? Like, this damn bill, homie, is just waiting on you in the system, bro. Back child support. You feel me? And a whole lot of men become victim to this, homie. And the whole time, the woman, they have the male thinking they ain't nothing. But as a man, homie, the best thing you can do for a woman, homie, is to give her your seed. In this system, if you ain't got nothing else to give her, homie, that's the best thing you can give her, homie, is your seed. Your seed is a whole lot of women ticket to a better life, whether you dare or not. You see what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, black men, y'all got to know this. You know what I'm saying? And we got to come up with, you know what I'm saying, an answer, right? So I was thinking about, this situation, and I think I came up with a solution, right? So I've been looking at this, homie, and I feel like, black men, like, man, we got to stop. We got to stop dating bombs, homie. We got to stop dating bombs, bro. We got to stop dating these women that ain't got nothing going for themselves. It's especially in this system that we stay in, man. It's like 10 women to every one woman. It's like 10 women to every one man, right? So when you got one man, every man can have at least 10 women. That's the numbers, right? So me looking at the number, I came to the conclusion that, man, it should be a privilege to have a man in your life. You feel me? It should be a privilege. It should be a privilege for a woman to have a man in their life. You feel me? But I think, as men, homie, we don't became too weak. We don't became too nice, man. You know what I'm saying? We help the women that ain't no good too much. We just do too much for them. Whether it's just, helping them in the store. You know what I'm saying? Getting something off the, off the aisle. You feel me? We gotta stop all that. You feel me? Cause these women, they only seeking and moving when things are, beneficial for them. You see what I'm saying? They have got so comfortable in the system, and as men, we've been trained to move and operate so a certain way that our women just don't went bad, bro. They just don't went bad, homie. They selfish. They not family oriented. You know what I'm saying? They don't respect, just a real man no more. You know what I'm saying? Somebody who come with just moral and a godly composition. They don't respect that no more, bro. They all for self. You see what I'm saying? I'm not all of them. Now I'm gonna rephrase that. Not all of them, but most of them. You know what I'm saying? So I think as men, homie, like, man, we gotta cut off the women that. We got to cut off the bombs, man. We got to cut off the bombs. We got to stop making it easy for them. You know what I'm saying? And we got to focus on the women who deserve, attention. You feel me? It's women out here who deserve, to be treated like a queen, right? Those the women who, been grinding. Those the women who, been, putting in that work. Those the women who just been doing they shit out here. You feel me? Handling their business. Them the women who deserve to be treated like a queen. You know what I'm saying? Them the women who deserve for a man to be there and willing to lay, his life down for them. Them the women that deserve that, man. You know what I'm saying? But them type of women, the women who, really make more than men, those the type of women that men pretty much, shy away from whatever reason. But I'm telling you, man, like, that, I think that's the key to, really reverse this thing that's going on. We got to start, giving the women who make more money than us attention. That's the key. You know what I'm saying? We got to drop our egos. We got to be willing to compromise. You feel me? And you know, really like do what we gotta do, you know, for them type women. You know, that's my answer. You know, from this day forward, man, I can't get no woman who don't make more money than me attention. I can't. You know, especially if you ain't got nothing going on, homie. If you ain't got nothing going on as a woman from this day forward, man, you basically just dead to me. You feel me? Because at the end of the day, you know, I can't become a part of what's going on. You know what I'm saying? I can't be out here grinding, you know what I'm saying, doing what I need to be doing as a man. And you know, the woman that I'm with is a liability. You know, like she threatening everything I'm trying to build. Like, nah, hell no, I can't do that. So that's my answer, black men. Like, man, we got to start getting in with these women who really out here don't establish themselves financially. You know what I'm saying? And they need a good man by their side who gonna, you know, protect them, work with them, lay their life on the line for them. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's all I got for the video. Man, y'all tap in, tell me what y'all think. You know, like, share, subscribe, leave your comment. I see y'all got in that video. Yo.